All right, I got 2 sections sprayed. There's a fire retardant on that steel structure, and I've got some fire retardant paint that I gotta cover it with, and I still got all this to paint. And that up there was difficult. Very, very hard to get up in there. I went ahead and sprayed some of that so I didn't have to go back up. Some of the stuff that's exposed, that's not sprayed with fire retardant, I'm using a different type of paint because it's cheaper. And got my paint rig hooked up. Everything's there, the lift. It is a little difficult getting up. Most of this up here is going to be pretty easy. Like this is going to be easy. That right in that area is going to be difficult like that. I literally have to climb up on top of the piping and balance myself. There's no other way to do it. You just can't get up in there. Luckily, I'm a small enough person and light enough I can get up there. All right, well, let's see how much I can get done today. All right, I got 2 sections sprayed. There's a fire retardant on that steel structure, and I've got some fire retardant paint that I gotta cover it with, and I still got all this to paint. And that up there was difficult. Very, very hard to get up in there. I went ahead and sprayed some of that so I didn't have to go back up. Some of the stuff that's exposed, that's not sprayed with fire retardant, I'm using a different type of paint because it's cheaper. And got my paint rig hooked up. Everything's there, the lift. It is a little difficult getting up. Most of this up here is going to be pretty easy. Like this is going to be easy. That right in that area is going to be difficult like that. I literally have to climb up on top of the piping and balance myself. There's no other way to do it. You just can't get up in there. Luckily, I'm a small enough person and light enough I can get up there. All right, well, let's see how much I can get done today. Okay, I got 4 rows painted black. I run out of paint. That's 20 gallons of fire resistant paint. I still got to come down the wall. There's a line right there. That's going to be where the black's going to stop. But I don't have to use fire resistant paint on the drywall. Just up there on the metal where the fire retardant's been sprayed on the metal, which is that white, yellowish looking, I guess it's the yellowish looking stuff. That's a lot. This part wasn't hard getting up in there, but getting up in there was pretty difficult. And in climbing up, I literally got up on some of them pipes and had to stand up and get up in there. And it was a little sketchy because some of that's only 2-inch. The rest of it's like half, 3/4. Yeah, a little sketchy. Grabbed onto the ceiling. But that's what I got left. I've got to get some signs put up for the 2-hour fire rating. And then I got to get some signs for the 1-hour fire rating. And I roughed open the doors. I don't have doors or jambs yet, so. Let's see, what else? There's my toolbox, one of them anyways. Full of junk. I gotta clean my box. And man, look at this dust. I'm sweeping up a little bit. Look at this black dust. Floor looks black over there. Here, let's go over there. Floor looks black. That's paint dust. That's just the dust that's falling. I've got it all over me. I'm covered in it. Anyways, and there's a tarp there and a tarp there. I was just trying to use them, and it doesn't do much good. And I can't really cover the floor with any material because this lift I'm using, the wheels, when you turn them, it will rip any material down. But the only thing I could use is maybe some masonite or some plywood, and that'd be expensive for this room. So just easier to, my labor's cheap. It's easier just to clean it up than to pay for the material to cover the floor. Oh well, just show you guys kind of some of the things I do. I had to build a column and that room right there. So, all right. All right. This is what I'm doing now. I've got most of the ceiling. I've got to come back and spray the conduit, the rebar that's coming down, and then all the way around the firewalls. Like I said, 1-hour rating firewall, there's a 1-hour, and this wall here is a 2-hour. So I've got to come back and put some placards up stating what's what. But that paint on the ceiling is fire rated, and 40 gallons is what it took me to paint that ceiling. $3,000 worth of paint right there, ladies and gentlemen. And on the wall, since I don't have to, it's already a rated wall, I don't have to put fire rating on it. But I still have, I'm going to, I've got plenty. But I still got all that to do. And you can see here where I stopped right about here last night. And I got to come down to that tape line. That tape line is my mark. I'm going all the way around. Wearing a mask, long sleeve shirt, covered. I still nasty. I look like a chimney sweeper when I'm done. Anyways, that's one of my jobs. We'll see what I'm like when I'm done. All right, guys. I'm scrubbing the floor. That black goo there you see is paint dust off the ceiling. I've got to scrub the floor. This floor is scrubbed. This part of it's done. I'm going to have to go back over it one more time. Almost all the ceiling's done. Electrician came in and added one more conduit. So now I got to get back up there, and I'm probably going to use spray cans of spray paint on that. But the flat black, the ceiling looks good. And then last thing I'm going to do is paint the walls and put cove base on the edging. But right now, scrubbing the floor. I got a black scrub pad on the bottom of that buffing unit, and it's pretty much what we call here in the States, if you guys called shower scrubbing. You scrub the floor before you wax it, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm scrubbing the floor before I put a polish and wax on it. Anyways, just a little further. All right, guys, I'm going to start waxing. I buffed the floor, dried it off, and then I still got to paint the wall, all the white.
I'm gonna paint it, but it doesn't matter. I don't drip paint and I don't spill paint, so I'm not worried about getting paint on the floor. I'm gonna wax the floor and then polish it. The ceiling's done. It's all black. The only thing I left the brass valves showing, because you gotta leave the valves where you can get to them, because that's your water loop, that's your heating and cooling water, and the dampeners, left them up. Oh, I forgot smoke detectors. Yep, I left the covers on the smoke detectors. I need to take them off. And then it's a pretty good sized room. I mean, this is 22, I don't know, 2600 somewhere. I have to double check it. Anyways, only thing I got after today, if I can get this waxed today and polished, I don't know, I won't be able to polish it today. I will let that wax cure. But paint the walls. I need to put I need to mount that cover on that test port for that sprinkler system. That's the inspection port for the sprinkler system. All right, well, I don't even know where I left off on the other video, so this is where I'm at. And I'm gonna start in that corner and come this way. See what it looks like. Guys, 2 coats. This is nothing. This is dull. This is dull. That's 3 coats. And I think I'm gonna put a 4th coat, because when I polish, I'm probably gonna wear a little bit off. This is 2. And this is 1. This is just 1 coat here and 1 coat here. Like I said, right here, this is my cutoff line. You can see the difference. Now remember, this is not stained concrete. This is bare concrete. I buffed it before. I cleaned it real good and then buffed it before I put the wax on. I tried to highlight the discolorations in the concrete, so when you're looking at it, it looks like it's stained concrete. It's not stained with any type of stain. It's actually stained from, you can see the construction wheels in it, you can see the defects, but if you blend them together and wax and polish it, then I can make concrete look good. And yeah, that's just wanting to show you guys. That's it's one of my jobs. I can build anything. It's my forte is in construction, and I can pretty much build, you name it, I'll build it. But and this is going to look, when I get it polished, it should look like marble from 3-4 feet away, until you stand and look down at your feet. When you look down, you can see it's concrete. You can see all the blemish. But most people are not going to get on their hands and knees and look at it. When they walk in, they'll just think this is a marble floor. And that's kind of what I'm going for. It'll look sharp. I've decided I think I'm going to put black cove base along the outside edge to match the black up there, so it'll all tie together. Anyways, I'll show you the end. All right, I'm about 2/3 done. There's this floor here is waxed. Polish it tomorrow, and then I'll wax this side tomorrow and polish it. And then I did forget, I've got to put 2-hour fire ratings signs up on the walls up there on the ceilings, and 1 hour on these. Let's see, yeah, I need 1 hour fire rating on that. I did uncover
I did uncover the flow rates, the water return. I covered them up, taped them so we could see them. I did open the junction boxes are marked. I didn't paint them so we can find the breakers. And that grill, I need to paint it flat black. That's the only thing I haven't done. I did leave, like I said, the bottom of these plenums, I left them open. There's some brass return valves there, flow valves for the heating and cooling sides. Didn't paint or cover them up. I mean, I covered them so I wouldn't paint them. Cover them up with black paint. Let's see, there's that one. The only thing, there's a access panel for the, shoot. I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say here. There's a dampener, a fire dampener there where it goes through that firewall. And there is a fire dampener, wait a minute, I'm missing a fire dampener somewhere. There's one there. I think there's one up above there. I got to get up there to look at it. But there's a fire dampener I have to mark. Where is that fire dampener? Yeah, it's right there. There's a fire dampener up there. I need to take the paper off of it. But tomorrow I'll paint the walls, cut in, and put all the plates. I got to put that access panel on. Okay. All right. Well, that's the end of this part of it, and I'll show it tomorrow. All right. Got the floor waxed. Everything's done on the floor. I was going to polish it after again, but I don't think I'm going to need to. That floor turned out really good. That is not stained, ladies and gentlemen. That is just raw concrete with construction marks. You can see where there was some type of sand or something, and they had plastic covering it, and I dry buffed the concrete first. I tried to polish it first before I did. I cleaned it real good, then polished it. And I think next time I'm gonna go use a different type of pad. But that is nothing but plain old stained concrete. Or stained, construction stain. There's no stain of commercial stain or anything like that. It's just old junky concrete. It turned out really good. And now I'm painting, which I like painting. Painting's dumb work for me. It don't take it. I've done it for years, so it's a aesthetic white. It actually looks a brown. And the rooms upstairs on second floor looks more of a white. It depends on the lighting. Now it has but with the floor, I think it's going to look really good. It's going to match. I was going to make that column and that column an accent color, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and paint them. The kitchenette area, I still got to find a door and a jamb, and I got to find a door and a jamb. I'm thinking this room, though, it might have to be fire rated. It might have to be a fire rated door and jamb. I need to find, they've updated some of the fire codes, so I need to find that. Anyways, I thought I'd show you the floor. I'm doing this with my phone, guys, so I hope it doesn't come out stupid. But this is what some of the things I do at work. This is actually my forte at construction, so I can build it. I can make it look good. And too bad there's, the facility where we work or where I work at, we can't have a lot of wood.
only 10% of our walls can be covered with wood by code, by fire code. We have a strict fire code that we have to follow. Speaking of, I still haven't taken those stupid covers off the smoke detectors. I need to do that before I get my butt in trouble. Anyways, hope you guys like my video. I'm just kind of shooting as I go. But I'm really happy my floor turned out really good. This is a real cheap, inexpensive way of making floors look good. There's people out there will stain their concrete and stuff, but if you've got some character in your concrete, I even have a couple. I left the footprints. I think see if we can see them. I don't know if anybody will recognize, but there's a footprint right there in the concrete, and there's a partial footprint right there, and I left them just that, you know, gives it a little character. There was some stuff stored here where you have the squares. I believe that was some ceramic tile boxes that they had set here, and before they got it all dried in, the part of the roof leaked, and it made stains on the floor. And then you can see the drag marks here where they drug stuff across the floor. And I believe these lines here in the floor are where a tarp was. Pretty sure that's what it was. They had some material covered because before they got the building dried in, it leaked and stained the concrete. Some rust marks. It all blends well. I mean, it really, if you stand back and look at it, it looks like I did it on purpose. Oh well. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. All right. Everything's painted, cut in. I got a perfect line. Believe it or not, that white line where the black meets, that is actually cut in. That's not where the sheetrock ends. The sheetrock goes way up there. That's our line. That's my line, I should say. Now in that corner, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a little color up in there. I could not reach that with the paint gun. It's too far. I had no way to get up there to paint that. Very, very difficult reach. But once I put the door on, I don't think too many people will notice that. But that's my cut line, straight. That's a good cut line right there. What I did to do that cut line, that straight line, I popped a chalk line and just hand painted it by hand, straight line. I don't have the shake, so it's good. Floor's good. Now what I'm doing is I'm caulking the reliefs. I'm filling it in with caulk, making it real nice, perfect. I'm taping it in so my floor will have no cracks or grooves. And the main reason is if I have meetings in here, I don't want coffee spilt, and I don't want these grooves to be filled with debris, trash. Right now it's full of stuff I got to clean out. I vacuum them, I scrape them out, and then I put some backer rod in it, which you guys never use this foam backer rod. I use this foam backer rod, and then just good window door caulk, silicone caulk. I've done this before. It works very well. Yeah, maybe someone with a pointy high heel might step in that crack, but they'll just have to break a shoe. Not a lot I can do about that. Anyways, I'll show that part, and I'm still waiting for my rubber cove base, Ropey brand. I like the pure rubber cove base. I'm not a big fan of plastic. I got to get that's on order. I'm hoping I get it this week. All right, guys. Well, I'll show you some more when I get there. All right, getting closer to being done. Floor's done. Seals are tight, or seals. The joints, they're tight. I caulked them. They're still expansion. The only thing I got to do is I got to fix this expansion joint. I don't like the way that seal turned out in there. Anyways, cove base still coming. Got another week out. Next week I'll have the floor complete, but ceiling pretty much all done. Yeah, they've already started moving chairs and stuff in here. They're going to start having meetings in here next week. So I still got to get a door and a jamb, and they could be 8 to 10. Shoot, I've heard stories of 30 weeks out. But and you guys got to remember, when I say door and jamb, it's not like a household door and jamb. It has to be fire rated. And the reason I'm closing this room off is because of that right there. It says natural gas. And there's a tap on the end of it. We don't want somebody to store something in here or cause a problem and a leak. But anyways, it has to be fire rated. I believe that one is a 2-hour fire rating. That has to be a 2-hour fire rated door and jamb. I still got a door and jamb for that little closet over there. That's the kitchen area. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is the kind of work I do. I build. I like building things. It's you know, it's nice to do this kind of work, because when you're done, you walk away, you can tell you were there. So, all right, well, maybe I'll show the cove base down. It doesn't matter. It's just going to be a black cove base across the bottom, a 4-inch. Nothing special. All right, guys. Have a good evening. All right, guys. Got my black cove base in. I got it on all the way around. Got tables and chairs in here, but that's what it's. Room's almost finished. But there, I still got to put a door and a jamb in there. I still haven't found one, but I haven't been looking really hard either. And my fire rated sign. Let's see, it's cove base. It gives the floor a finished look. Yeah, it goes all the way around. I'm putting it down. I should be done in about the next half hour or so with that. Yeah, there's my 1-hour fire rated sign. I've got to get a couple more signs, because this wall right here, this is a 2-hour wall. 2-hour fire rated wall. So I've got to get that. But I got to do the column, the base of the columns. But almost done. Almost done. And that's got to glue all that back on. I got to get it cut to the length what I need. But this is what I do. This is one of my, I don't know how to describe it, except I like building. Steel stud, 5/8 fire rated sheetrock. Pretty much anything construction-wise I can do. Then I try anything. I'll try to do anything. I had to unwire that light. That stupid LED driver. Bad. I was going to put up a new light, but I need that light for that building, that little storage room over there. But anyways, I'll order an LED or driver for that one. But I'm done. I'll be done this afternoon. I might even try to post this little video this weekend. Show you guys this is one of my job duties. besides plumbing, electrical, maintenance, just you name it, I do it. But 16-foot ceiling. I think actually in one spot it's almost 18. But I painted all that. Finished out the sheetrock, textured, painted, and we snapped a chalk line. And the guy, the new guy here in the shop, I taught him how to paint, and he cut in that line. That's a straight line. He cut in that by hand. There's no taping, no visqueen. We don't tape and we don't visqueen. We don't use drop cloths. When you paint with me, you learn how to cut in without all that. That's just a waste of time. Using tape and masking tape and paper and drop cloths, you're just wasting time. Anyways, we popped a line, and he painted all that straight line by hand. Did good. Anyways, almost done, but I'm calling this done today. Once I get that cove base on and these two columns with the base on the bottom of it, I'll be done till the driver for the lights come in. Then they're going to be using this for training next week. They've already got some upgraded computer stuff they got to do, and they're going to have a large body. And we're going to use this as the board table. It's going to pretty much stay where it's at. I got to move this table down about 3 feet, maybe 2 feet. But I had to put this table together. It interlocks like a puzzle, and I can't move it without taking it apart. That's what sucks. Oh well, I get paid by the minute to redo it. Ain't no big deal. All right, ladies and gentlemen. See you later.